donation sheet, whether you're in the mood today or later. And Martha just brought these in, so I guess I'm collecting money if you're in the mood. And then, take a look at this, Dave. This is, we appreciate any help you can give.
Why don't we go ahead? Yeah.
Gentlemen, you come down on this end. I've got stuff everywhere.
You got stuff everywhere.
Everywhere.
So I'm not going to give a big campaign speech. That's not the intent of what I'm going to do today, but I am going to just give you kind of a where we are right now and where we're going and maybe how you can support, because that's really the intent here. So for the next term and beyond. And so that's why I very humbly and graciously am here, ready to stand up and fight to win that position. So that we can win in November, and I'd have the privilege and the honor to represent all of you starting in January. And so, thank you. She was about to clap, but that's okay. It's always dangerous to only have one experience at something because you reference that you think that's normal. For everything in the future. So I only have one experience so far running for office, and that was a special election, and it was a 68-day campaign where we were in total chaos the whole time, and we were building the aircraft as we were flying it, like we say, and we were just doing everything we could in order to be effective. And amazingly, to reflect back for a second, in just 68 days, we were able to go from literally 0 to 25% of the vote. We were able to win the votes on election day. We were able to come in a strong second overall. So we didn't do so bad, but that's not a good example of how you normally would run a normal campaign for your candidate. But it is the season right now to be organizing and laying the groundwork and making sure we have a whole Army and Air Force of volunteers that are ready to move out at the appropriate time so that we're able to execute that ground game and maximize our time. So we'll be asking if you guys are willing to, again, host meet and greets, or if you have a type of meeting, whether it's a business meeting or some other type of meeting that gets together, if you would allow me to attend, or if there's something I can speak at. Those are all the things to think about, okay? And our mindset has to be general election, okay? So we have to think there's pockets of the community, the independents and the Democrats, that you are not going to win this seat unless you get their votes, all right? You have to. The new district is basically 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 Democrat, Independent, and Republican. But I also have a set of core values on there. And I'd really like to bring your attention to those core values. Those really were put on my heart when I first entered this campaign in February. And just like when I took over command of Squadron, I set the climate as to how we're going to run our campaign and how we're going to carry ourselves as a team. I'm responsible for that because I'm the candidate. And so I really felt strongly that I wanted to set those core values for our campaign. And they include things like excellence. They include things like good stewardship. They also include things like grace. People are going to make mistakes. We need to be gracious when it's appropriate and give them a second chance.